There's 104 days of summer vacation, and school comes along just to end it. So the annual problem for our generation is finding a good way to spend it. Like maybe building a rocket or fighting a mummy or climbing up the Eiffel Tower. Discovering something that doesn't exist or giving a monkey a shower. Surfing tidal waves, creating nanobots or locating Frankenstein's brain.
It's over here!
Finding a dodo bird, painting a continent, or driving our sister insane.
Idiot!
As you can see, there's a whole lot of stuff to do before school starts this fall.
Come on, Barry!
So stick with us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all. So stick with us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all.
Talk to me about being Ferb, right? So you audition for this, and at some point they tip you off that you're the guy. You're going to be Ferb.
Yeah.
All right, so you probably have that moment of like, hold on, this is a classic character, and I've just been told I'm going to keep it alive. Like, did your mind like explode at that point, or did you go out and celebrate? And then talk to me through like the first moment when you showed up for work and how it was all about business and how you went about it.
I mean, I definitely celebrated. It was something I've loved the show. I stumbled on it in 2012. I was doing a show called The Happy Elf out in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, playing The Happy Elf. But that theater had me staying with the board owner or the board president's family, and their son was like, "You got to watch this show," and I was like, "Okay," and I fell in love with it. So I had already loved the show for like 5 years when the audition came around. Perry the Platypus has been my ringtone for like a decade. So when I get texts, I get that silly little, the noise that nobody but D can do. And so I get the audition, and it's just a sample of some of the things that he said. So I voice match it and send it off. And my wife is actually like, "If you don't book this, I don't understand your job." Because that sounds exactly right. And they sent it back again and said, "Hey, can you do it again?" Which I suspect was just an attempt to make sure that it was, reproducible. And then I wound up getting hired. So on the day that I showed up, I don't know if I did any sort of special celebration right before, like, just getting hired. Might have went out and grabbed a beer or something, or I don't know. But then, excuse me. But then my session day came up, and I walk in, and before I get to speak, Dan Povenmire, the voice of Doofenshmirtz and one of the creators, he says, wait. Now don't say anything. We've got a bet going. Are you from England? Swampy's the only one who thinks that you're not." And I went, "Oh no, man, I was born in North Carolina. If I wasn't thinking about it, I'd talk to you like this." And he goes, "Ah!" So then I went in, I met everybody, and we did the session. It was very cool. I was doing a lot of it to picture, because they already had, done the animation and everything like that. So it was.
They'd already done the animation?
For this, because I don't think that they anticipated not having Thomas, right, and having to go.
Okay.
So they did a lot of the process was complete. And I mean, Ferb is someone who says very few lines in almost every episode, so it's not a huge deal for them to have done scratch. I think Swampy did the scratch, and then I came in and recorded over Swampy. Because I mean, it's stuff like, "Oh, I'm sorry, did you want to say that? It's just that it's been a long time." It just very soft-spoken. Now it's time to whack some weeds.
Your road to redemption is paved with tombstones. No quarter, kill all masters. Go to noquarterkillallmasters.com. Rated R.